Pat bah kejala ki badan hapdeng ke tieng jong ke pur stad jong kenyang jingpang haki masi ne kata ke jingpang bakot ke Lumpy skin disease kelapin salia ki beri ban bam do bat di ekodot masi haki ni kisi menta halor ke ni ke jingpang jong kimra ne kalyang joint director jong Directorate of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary UHK marak lapin tikena bakadot masi kanum kata henrei de ban tio bhai kedot bandi bat shed bhai kedot shua ban bam henrei de ban kam kia de kedot than namar ke Shupen Kyang Yakado Tangda Katada.
Skin disease or LSD. It is an infectious viral disease that affects mainly cattle. It is caused by a lumpy skin disease virus belonging to the genus of Capripox virus. So the disease causes huge and sufficient economic loss to the farmers. Okay. So this LSD it can affect all ages and breeds of cattle, and it is very contagious among the cattle. So how it transmitted from animal to animal? So this virus is mainly transmitted by the biting of the flies of biting of the flies, mosquitoes, and ticks, and it can also be transmitted to a lesser extent with the infected animals, contaminated needles, feed, water, and other equipment that is being used in animals, in the cattle. So let me talk about the signs and symptoms. Mostly the first symptom that we'll observe in case of LSD is high fever, then loss of appetite, then weakness, there may be running nose, eye distress, and excessive salivation. These are the one of the prominent symptoms, and the most prominent symptom will be development of skin nodules all over the body, and these nodules are firm, it's round and raised. I think it's quite visible in those affected animals. So some the lymph nodes and will also be enlarged. And in case of female animals, sometimes and abortion also take place. So now this disease is been spreading almost in most of the villages of the districts of Meghalaya. So we have to take utmost care in preventing diseases. So what is the preventive method? So the best preventive method for controlling disease is this: whenever anybody observe a cattle showing the signs and symptoms like having fever, nodular skin disease, should be immediately separated from other healthy animals, and they should not be allowed to graze healthy animals also, and to avoid direct contact of the infected animals with other animals. And efforts also should be made to reduce the population of insects, flies, and mosquitoes. So, because these are the vectors that is to transmit the diseases. And in case if there is no other solution to prevent these insects and mosquitoes, then care should be taken to apply these animals with some insect repellent to minimize the transmission of the diseases. So, like I said, strict control of the movement of the animals, and avoid in such cases, like I was telling about grazing together. Natural mating also should be avoided. So other things that could be done to prevent the disease is a restriction of movement uh, from the infected cattle set to other sets, and at the same time movement of animals from other disease-free areas to the infected village, and the movement of animals from the infected village to other disease-free villages. So try to follow thorough cleaning and disinfection of the cattle sets and the surroundings if possible, including even the vehicles and the disinfectants with a formalin of vinyl or sodium hypochlorite. So these are the some of the preventive measures that can be taken up to prevent the spread of this disease. Now, this LSD, remember, this LSD is not transferable to human. So milk and meat are safe to be consumed, but after proper boiling and cooking. Remember, it should be properly cooked and it should be properly boiled. Then only we can consume both meat and meat. And supposing if any dead animals occurs due to LSD, it should be disposed of by deep burial methods, roughly around 6 feet by you, and it should be covered by earth, and then using lime and bleaching powder. So as of now, in Meghalaya also we have observed the spread of diseases in different villages, and it's becoming quite an endemic. So as of now, we have around reported 3,500 plus LSD affected in cattle, and out of that, around 29 animals have died as reported, as per the report that we have received. So there is nothing to be panicked about, but only thing is that try to follow the guideline that has been adopted by the government of India. And as of now, regarding this LSD, as a department, we are trying making every effort to contain this disease by way of awareness and then sensitization. We visit set to set in the villages also, and we're trying to create awareness among the people what should be done and what should not be done. So people should not panic about the disease. It's though there is no specific treatment for this LSD as of now, but we can go for we are going for the symptomatic treatment. Uh, but especially when this disease occurs in the animal may feel pain. So we are trying to do the symptometry. So in case of those motors and all, if the director, we can apply the medicine that is supplied by the department. And if there's any farmer, anybody who want to know about more about this disease, they can go to the nearest veterinary center, or they can come to the district head office also, or to the director also. And like I said, our department is trying a level best to contain these diseases. We have vaccinated around 4,800 plus animals, and we will be doing more of vaccination program in the coming days. So this is all about LSD.